Hello and welcome to Dentosaurus. So today I'll be carving maxillary first molar right side. So let me introduce you to the basic features of maxillary first molar. As you can see here, it has two buccal cusps seen from the facial or buccal side and two buccal roots and a lingual root which is the longer one. Okay, so occlusally the mesial part is broad. The mesiobuccal and the mesiolingual cusp is broader one. So how is the course going on here is the mesiolingual cusp to be the broadest, then the mesiobuccal, then distobuccal, and then the distolingual. This is the shorter one, and additionally here is a cusp of carabelli. So in this way we are going to carve our occlusal anatomy for mesial side to be the broader one and distal side to be the narrower one. And you can see here these two cusps are in contact. The transverse ridge of the both the cusp join here and make oblique ridge which cross the occlusal surface like this, and these two cusps are separated by this oblique ridge. And the lingual side, same, it has two cusps. The mesio lingual cusp to be the broader one, and this is the distolingual cusp which is shorter, and here is a flat banana like longer root. And from the mesial side the cusp of carabelli is apparent, and yeah, the two roots, its shape, the mesial marginal ridge, the distal marginal ridge, and the distal root is shorter, so mesial root can also be seen. So all these are the distinguishing features which should be carved properly in tooth. So here I'm starting my carving. First molar length of crown is 7.5 mm. I have marked here 7.5 mm. First I'll complete carving its crown, then in the next video I'll carve root. So I have marked the length of crown here, that is 7.5 mm, but not exactly 7.5 mm, around 8 mm, because in finishing and polishing some of the wax will be reduced. So you can see a broad trapezoid first of all. So I am going to carve a trapezoid here, and here are two cusps. And so how I am going to start? First of all, see, this is the facial and this is the palatal. Let mark it as mesial and here as distal. Okay, so these are the mesial and distal sides, and I'm reducing wax like this. Okay, from the one side and the another side. Don't cut off too much of wax. Okay, so this is like this from the palatal and facial view. Then I'll check its occlusal anatomy. It's rough circular, so this is the mesial side and this is the distal side. Remember, this is the oblique ridge, going to be oblique ridge. Here is occlusal convergence. You can see here the tips and all. So first I'll carve out the occlusal convergence. Also a cusp of carabelli need to be carved here. So on the mesial palatal side there is a cusp of carabelli. Here is a small one. Okay, it's just like this. Now I'll make occlusal convergence. How I'm going to make occlusal convergence? Like this from all the four sides. Don't carve it too deep. Okay. So I have made occlusal convergence. Now we'll go to carve the cusp. Remember that the mesial side is broader and the distal side is narrower. So we will hold it in this way, mesial side here and the distal side here, and I will make it a bit narrower, this side. So I'm making here more convergence and reducing the wax. Yeah, this way. Okay, so you can see here this mesial side is broader one and this is the distal side. Okay, done. Okay, so now I'm carving the mesiolingual cusp, which is the broader one. I'm just making a C-shaped curves here to make it look like a cusp. Remember to make this mesiolingual and distobuccal cusp in continuation, because these both are joined by the oblique ridge, or make them together like this. Okay. So for the cusp of caraboli, I'm not reducing this side. I'm just making a slight depression for a cusp like to be seen like this. Okay. And yeah, so you can see here roughly I am done with the mesiolingual and the distobuccal cusp. Now I'll go on to this cusp like this. Okay. Okay, so here I am done, but this is not the correct. This is very rough circle square, so I'll try to circle it all these sides like this. sides.
Don't you cry, baby, even if it's small and tiny. Don't you cry, baby, even if it's small as shit. Because I have chips and fries. They all never taste so good without you. Not enough for two, but I will make for you when we stay here together. I'll stay up all night. Don't think about it. Think about blue ocean where we can be forever. Don't think about it. Think about blue ocean where we can be forever.